Greetings, optimistic, fun, lighthearted Sagittarius. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and a tarot card reader, and this is my new YouTube channel. Welcome. I started last month and I did a series of videos for each of the signs for the forecast for November 2018. And now I am doing a second round of videos that is the forecast for all of the signs for December 2018. And I highly recommend that you watch the videos for your sun, moon, and rising sign to get the most full scope of what to expect in your month. And if you don't know what your sun, moon, and rising sign are, I highly recommend that you contact me for a birth chart reading. Everyone should have their birth chart done at least once in their life. It's an incredible tool for self-awareness and self-discovery and just generally navigating life on planet Earth. For now, I'm going to do the general Sagittarius reading for December 2018. I'm going to start with the cards, and then I'm going to talk about the planets. And I'm going to try and go through this quickly because I believe the videos last month were a little bit too long. And I'm going to pick the cards and I'm going to flip them over very quickly, and I'm going to tell you what the positions are and what the cards are, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to show them to you and explain them in greater detail. Your significator at the time we enter December, Sagittarius, is the 9 of Rods. And I'm just going to gather these cards here so I can flip the rest of them. You are the 9 of Rods reversed as we enter December, Sagittarius, covered by Justice, crossed by the 10 of Swords. The foundation is the Page of Cups. What's leaving is the Ace of Rods reversed. What could come into being is the Fool reversed. What will come into being is the 10 of Rods. Others see you. No, your fears or insecurities are the 6 of Rods. Others see you as the Magician reversed. Your positive feelings are the Star. And the outcome is the 2 of Pentacles reversed. So your major arcana for the month of December, Sagittarius, are Justice, the Fool, the Magician, and the Star. So themes for you this month are about equality and fairness. It's about starting on a new journey. It's about beginnings, manifestation, initiation, and it's also about faith and peace and higher truth and understanding. So as we enter December, we see you as the 9 of Rods reversed. And the 9 of Rods reversed means at the beginning of the month, December 1st, you seem to be perhaps letting your guard down. Perhaps you're leaving your territory for new territory. You're covered by Justice. So it looks like you are covered by a situation where you are where equality is important, where fairness is important. For some Sagittarius, this will be an actual legal suit that you're involved in, and it will be a good outcome if you're involved in a legal suit at the beginning of the month. For other Sagittariuses, this is going to manifest more in a figurative way and not in such a literal way, and it's just a situation in your life, possibly where you're letting your guard down, that will work out fairly. Your work this month, Sagittarius, is about obsession. It looks like you are reaching a completion, or you've just reached a completion, Sagittarius. And it's been difficult for you, and your work now is in not obsessing over the past, not in hanging on to any resentments from the past, but moving forward and letting this completion be the end and moving forward. The foundation is the Page of Cups reversed. So for Sagittarius, it looks like for some Sagittarius, the Page of Cups can be a child, and it can be a water sign child like a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or sometimes it's just a young person who embodies the characteristics of the Page of Cups. Those Page of Cups characteristics are sweet and sensitive and dreamy, poetic, those kinds of things, idealistic. So for some Sagittarius, there will be a young person with these qualities who's playing strong into this month for you, December. For other Sagittariuses who don't have a child in your life, this is going to manifest as a creative project that you're beginning. And for others, it will just be the budding of new love and new romance. So it can manifest in any of those three ways depending on which Sagittarius you are. And what's leaving is the Ace of Rods reversed. So this may have been a vote against you that's leaving. It may be a reneged invitation that's passing. It could be for some people, you were trying to get something started and you just couldn't get it off the ground. That's passing. Again, I see something about a false start. What could come into being, there's another false start that could come into being for Sagittarius. It also could be that some Sagittariuses are having feelings of humiliation or feeling like they look like a fool. You're wondering what other people think about you. And for other Sagittariuses, I would say this is really a sign that it's a good time to look before you leap around mid-month. What's ahead of you, Sagittarius, is the Ten of Rods. So it looks like you're carrying a lot around mid-month. You're carrying a lot and it's hard to see the road ahead. Your fears or insecurities in December are about defeat. Others see you as the Magician reversed. So for Sagittarius men, it could be that there's a woman in your life who is feeling like you aren't attracted to her enough, or you aren't pursuing her enough. She's not feeling that masculine kind of drive that she wants from you. For Sagittarius women, it could mean that there's a man in your life who maybe either you're feeling like perhaps he's not attracted to you. It could be that there's a man in your life who is just feeling incompetent or insecure or in some way. For Sagittarius men, this could be that someone around you is looking at you as being very powerful and having all the tools and resources that you need, but you're not using them for some reason. The positive feelings about the situation is the Star. So Sagittarius is feeling very positive about faith, about optimism, about higher understanding. Regardless of what's going on, Sagittarius seems to be able to key into this higher self and this higher truth, and is feeling very positive about this in December. And then at the end of the month, Sagittarius, we find you as the Two of Pentacles reversed. So New Year's Eve, it's the Two of Pentacles reversed, and this could be that you're feeling out of balance about a situation. You're weighing the pros and cons about a situation that you'll feel much better about once you make a decision. There could be a little uncertainty going on. There could be delays in communication going on with this card. There could also be money, a big expenditure, spending a lot of money New Year's Eve or around the end of the year. So that's what's going on for Sagittarius. And that's the cards. Now I'm going to talk about the planets a little bit. December 1st, Mercury retrograde enters Scorpio. This is the last week of Mercury retrograde, so we should start to see all of the little mishaps, miscommunications, technological difficulties, and all of that kind of Mercury retrograde start to straighten out around the 6th. Also, December 1st, Jupiter in Sagittarius is forming a biquintile with Uranus and Aries. This is going to be particularly impactful to early degree Sagittarius. Anyone born within the first 8 degrees of Sagittarius. If you don't know what degree that you were born in, contact me for a reading. I can do your birth chart and we can find out the degrees of not only your sun, but all of your planets. And then these tarot readings that I do and these astrological forecasts that I do will make so much more sense to you. And we can also then do transit readings together that will really resonate to your life in particular. But for now, I'm going to keep going. Oh, so the Jupiter biquintile Uranus aspect, it's a shakeup of some kind. I do believe it will be a beneficial shakeup for Sagittarius. But there will be a lot of expansion and good fortune and growth through this shakeup. And some of you may have already started feeling it early because there is that pre-shadow and after shadow with these aspects, but it's pretty exact on December 1st. And December 2nd, Venus enters Scorpio, and it'll be there until January 7th. And what else? Let's see. On December 2nd, the true node also enters, the true node in Cancer will be forming a trine with Chiron in Pisces. So that's a very healing aspect, and depending on where Cancer and Pisces fall in your chart, would show where that would be affecting your life. December 6th, Mercury goes direct. Again, I already talked about how, you know, things will start to straighten out. Any wreckage of the Mercury retrograde phase will be straightening itself out over the next couple of weeks until Christmas Eve. And December 7th is the new moon in Sagittarius. New moons are incredibly fertile spiritual ground for planting intentions and planting seeds that you want to manifest. The new moon of Sagittarius is particularly powerful for planting seeds for anything that you want to manifest around Sagittarian themes. This is going to include education, philosophy, travel, higher truth, spirituality, religion, expansion, growth. These are all Sagittarian themes. You are very supported by the universal powers that be when you plant those intentions on you set those intentions on the new moon of Sagittarius. December 9th, Chiron goes direct in Pisces. Depending on where Pisces is in your chart, this is going to be significant in that area of your life. December 12th, Mercury enters Sagittarius. So Sagittarians, once December 12th comes, I think you're going to be feeling very social. You're going to be communicating, you're going to be talking to a lot of people, and you're going to be talking about lofty, fun, Sagittarian things you enjoy talking about, things you enjoy communicating about. And it's a great season for you in that respect, Sagittarius. And then December 15th, Uranus in Aries is forming a semi-square with Neptune and Pisces. And because Aries forms a trine to Sagittarius, late degree Sagittarius in particular will be feeling this. Now, this can be a shakeup that can, it can be a shakeup in dreams. It can be a shakeup in ideals. It can be a shakeup in fantasy. It can be a shakeup in addiction, drugs and alcohol, or it can be a shakeup with a creative project. So this is a very significant aspect, and if you are a late degree Sagittarius, you're going to be feeling that around December 15th, and you should definitely contact me for a reading, and we should look at where it falls in your chart. December 21st, the sun enters Capricorn. Capricorn season, yay! You know, Capricorn season is for Sagittarius. It follows your season. It's time to get a little bit more serious. You've been very playful during Sagittarius season, and around Capricorn season, collectively, we all kind of start thinking about, you know, our responsibilities and our structure and you know, the year ahead. And so December 22nd is the full moon in Cancer. This is a very emotional full moon. It's a very sensitive full moon. It's a full moon that's very focused on home, family, the mother, feminine energy, security, protectiveness. All of these kinds of things are Cancerian full moon themes. And then December 27th, Jupiter is forming a semi-sextile with Saturn, and that's Jupiter in Sagittarius again. So Jupiter being so active in Sagittarius this month, there is good fortune for Sagittarius, but the first aspect with Jupiter is Uranus, and then the last is with Saturn. So Jupiter always does its grace and has its magic, but with Uranus, that good fortune usually comes through something unexpected and a shakeup or a rebellion or something unpredictable. And with Saturn towards the end of the month, this is expansion and growth and grace and benevolence, but it's through something you've been working very hard on, something you are working very hard on. It could be your actual work or just something in life that has required a great amount of discipline and structure and effort on your part. There's a lot of grace and expansion and growth around December 27th. And this is really going to be affecting mid-degree Sagittarians the most. So this is going to affect anyone born from like 6 or 7 degrees Sagittarius to like 13, 14 degrees Sagittarius. So again, If you don't know the degree of your sun, Sagittarius, this is a really great time for any Sagittarius to get a birth chart reading or a transit reading, or to just call me for a tarot card reading. I can do readings on the phone, I can do them in person. And then finally, December 31st, Mars enters Aries. Now, Aries forms a trine with Sagittarius. Early degree Sagittarius in particular are going to be feeling very invigorated. Are going to just want to charge out into the night and have a ruckus good time. I think the fire signs are really going to be energetic and charged and having a lot of fun on New Year's Eve. But you know, everyone's got a lot of energy, so be careful out there. And thank you for joining me. Please tell your friends to subscribe. Please subscribe. Please, I will be posting some educational videos about how to read the tarot and how to read the stars. And I so appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. And I hope that you will return and tell your family and friends to watch as well. And again, my name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer. Have a great December, Sagittarius.